I'm BinkyFink, and I have a collection of short stories called Sometimes I Pee When I Laugh, and I'm looking for an agent and a publisher, and I'm going to read one of my stories. It's called My Drawer of Shame. Next to my bed is a nightstand. Inches from where I lay my head is a place where I keep secrets. It's where I put things I don't want anyone to know about. Useful things I can't seem to live without. Things that I cannot bear to part with. Things I should have abandoned moons ago. Next to my bed is my drawer of shame. I guess everyone has those items they don't know how to dispose of or can't bear to turn loose. Mine run on batteries. Batteries that were at once vibrant and dependable are now dying from neglect. My drawer of shame is full of my old cell phones. My husband forces me to replace my cell phone when we change carriers. I find these transitions painful and clumsy. I should be able to use my cell phone with any carrier. I should be able to operate its every feature. I should be able to answer a phone call without hanging up on the caller. Mindy, my first cell phone, was a cute little flip phone from '96. I could pull her out and flip her open in half a second. She was sleek and ergonomic and fit comfortably between my ear and mouth. She folded up smaller than a pack of cigarettes. And since I don't smoke, I always had room for lip gloss next to her in my purse pocket. Cute, sexy, ahead of her time. When we changed carriers and my state-of-the-art technology was replaced by the only phone our new carrier offered us for less than the cost of a Coach purse. Carl grew on me. He was about as sleek as a biscuit. He was dorky and awkward feeling in my hand, but he had a genuine face. Simple, straightforward. Carl was dependable. What you saw was what you got. No fussy menus, no apps, and no wallpaper. Carl was the kind of phone your mother would approve of. He had an earbud for hands-free conversing, and he came with a car charger. Carl never did things without permission. The whole time I was with Carl, I never looked at another phone until one of those cell phone companies offered deep discounts. Then Carl was put out to pasture for unlimited minutes. Veronica was my third phone. Not as cute as Mindy or as dependable as Carl, but she had class. No one who saw Veronica would mistake her for a burn phone. She was as high maintenance as a Jenny Craig spokesmodel. She had to have a new battery every 10 months, and fingerprints showed up on Veronica like thong underwear from the top row of the bleachers. Eventually, Ronnie, as I affectionately called her, and I came to an understanding. I put her on the charger every night, and she never died without whining first. It was a stalemate. She dictated demands like a diva, and I acquiesced. I decided it was probably better than her dying without me. Life-saving power stopped the moaning that caused strangers to look at me as if I was drowning puppies. Veronica was not a cell phone to be taken lightly, but she couldn't compete with Brandon's unlimited texting. Brandon came with baggage. His box was smaller, but Brandon's extra-large instruction manual was written in 5 languages, none of them entirely English. Brandon could text. He had a slide-out keyboard, apps, calendars, a camera, and Bluetooth. Brian had a rebate issued in the form of a gift card. Brandon was complex. His nuances were hidden underneath a sleek surface that belied his true talents. He seemed to have an unlimited power source. He could go all night, night after night. It wasn't until much later that I learned that Brandon's seemingly insatiable insomnia was due to his power saver mode, which sent most of my calls directly to voicemail. It was like he didn't want me talking to my friends. Brandon was an enigma. He hid answers underneath menus. I had to tease everything out of him. Brandon's secrets were deep and dark. Unless I asked, he didn't tell me anything. Maybe he was the one. Ready to reject me in a heartbeat, Brandon piqued my curiosity. He played me like a free ringtone. I was ready to pay anything to keep his company. Surprisingly, Brandon and I are still together. What am I supposed to do with my old phones? What if I go back to an old carrier? What if after one night of too many margaritas and a moment of weakness, I see the greatest deal in the world advertised by my ex? What if I make that late night call and switch back to a former carrier? Would my old phone still work? Couldn't I avoid the whole new phone awkwardness? Is there anything better than going back to a comfortable, safe place where you know you belong? Where you won't be rejected because you accidentally push someone's buttons? So maybe my drawer of shame is really a place of comfort. Maybe there's a certain security in knowing that I can choose my own carrier. That no matter what sort of rate hike befalls my current phone company, I can take care of myself. That I'm not someone who can be taken for granted. Even Brandon should know that. I refuse to be held hostage by initial offers and teaser rates. So I'll keep my shameful dying phones and my antiquated technology. And one day, when I least expect it, I might just make that call. You can get hold of me at BinkyFink@yahoo.com. Thank you.